Hi, I'm Jennifer from the Knitting Vortex, and this is a tutorial for the twisted German cast-on method, which is a great way to cast on stitches for your knitting and have them have a lot of flexibility in the cast-on and stretchiness. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to pull out a length of yarn about 3 times the length that you need for your finished cast-on width. And I never like to start with a slip knot on my needle because I don't like the hard little knot that it leaves in my cast-on edge. So I like to just scoop a little twisted loop there onto my needle and begin like that. Then with your left hand, you'll take your thumb and index finger, put them through the strands of yarn with the tail yarn over your thumb and the ball yarn coming from the skein over your left index finger. And you make this little V shape of the 2 strands. It's very similar to the long tail cast on, but there's a little twist with the needle motion that you use that creates the stretchiness in the cast on. So you have your yarn spread apart in this V shape, and what you will do to make your stitch is take your needle, bring it to the front of the strands, put it underneath both of the thumb strands up through the middle, and then down through the center, scooping a loop up from the back thumb yarn. Then you take your needle, bring it around to the back behind the index finger strand and scoop a loop up and bring it through that little triangle that you've created from the crossed yarn on the thumb. Then release the thumb yarn and snug up your stitch on the needle. So let's see that again. Take your needle to the front, bring it underneath both strands of thumb yarn up through the middle, scoop the back strand loop, bring it up to the front, bring the needle to the back, scoop a loop from the index finger yarn, and pull it up through that tiny triangle created by the crossed strands of yarn on the thumb. Then snug up your stitch on the needle. And you continue doing that to cast on your stitches. Bring your needle to the front, up in the middle, scoop the back strand of thumb yarn, needle around to the back, scoop the index finger yarn, bring it through that little triangle of crossed strands, and snug up your stitch. So this cast-on method produces a really stretchy bunch of stitches in your cast-on, and it's great for ribbing, and you can start a hat with it or the top of a cuff-down sock. Anywhere that you need a nice stretchy cast-on method, the German twisted method is a great choice.